I'm Sherrie McCarty. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. The one thing that inspired me to make a bigger impact in the world and our community is that I looked back at my childhood and the things that my sister and my brother and myself went through for so long. And I looked at the communities, what they were going through, that there were other kids that were in the same exact situation as me, sometimes maybe even worse, which is even hard to imagine, that we're not really getting the right mentorship and the right direction to show them that there are other things past the walls that they are enclosed in right now in their current life. So once I really stepped back and looked at that, that's when I realized that I wanted to be the person to show them that no matter where you come from or what you're going through, that is not an excuse for you to not be able to go above and beyond where you're at now and actually go out and reach your dreams and be a bigger person than where you were brought up from. I've always thought about where I was when I first made that leap of faith into the business world. I was super comfortable at where I was at, and knowing that if I went to college, got the degree, I was able to go get a job, but I knew that there was always something past that out there for me, but I never knew what it really was until I ran into business and decided to take that leap of faith, which was definitely very scary because I already came from a rocky, unstable lifestyle beforehand. I grew up a lot differently than most kids. I actually have 7 other siblings that I grew up with. I lived in an adult care home until the age of 12 years old. My mom actually ran a living care home center for the elderly. Unfortunately, my mom had a very bad addiction to alcohol. Fast forwarding to that, my parents eventually got divorced because of it and went through a whole custody battle when we were younger. Luckily, was able to move into my dad's house for the remaining of the time up until 2008 when the market crashed. I was just entering high school, and it was crazy because my dad was in real estate at the time, really did well for himself, and then when the market crashed, he lost all of his money. We lost our house, we lost the cars, we lost the toys, we lost everything. So therefore, we ended up having to take a step back. We moved into my aunt's house, moved into an apartment, and just became a whole different person. I can tell that he wasn't really happy with his life, and therefore he more so took it out on us. So it eventually got to the point where I had to take both of my parents to court. My mom was, like I said, she took off to Georgia at some point. Court gave her the option of 1, go to rehab, or 2, she goes ahead and not see us, and she can go do whatever she wants. So that's what she chose. She took off to Georgia. And at that point, like I said, I had no choice but to take them both to court and won the emancipation process. But it was definitely a struggle for sure, between living in my car, having to provide for myself, my siblings, and really figure out what I was going to do so that I was not in the situation that I was at such a young age moving forward. So eventually I went down to college. I went to SEC for criminal justice, and I wanted to go into criminal justice because I wanted to become a child advocate. And a child advocate, for those that don't know, you're more of the voice for children who don't have a choice to in court situations. I was going for that, wanted to be a lawyer, get my degree, but then I got introduced into the business world, and I kind of looked back and felt like in the criminal justice field, although I was making a difference in some people's lives, I wasn't going to be nearly making as much of a difference in their lives as I could be if I were to go into the business world and be able to actually donate and make investments and bring up my own type of charity and groups to get these kids out of their situations. So I got introduced into the business world, and fast forward, ended up in real estate for 2 years. Liked it, but again, I wasn't really getting that make a difference, the full fulfillment that I wanted to have like I was going to go for criminal justice for. So luckily, got introduced into American Income Life. Really super happy because it completely changed my life, and I can just see fast forward now all of the different type of things that I can do for all of the kids and the community and the families and my family and my personal life. So I'm definitely very grateful where life has taken me now. I see myself in the future here helping other women get past that fear that is blocking them from going to that other side and taking that leap of faith, because the truth is that they are just as equal as anyone else, and sometimes that confidence, low confidence, stops them from getting there. So I see myself helping, bringing other women up, mentoring them, empowering them, and showing them that I can do it, you can do it too. I've never been surrounded by so many talented women that have the same type of vision and goals as myself. I mean, these women that we are surrounded here are not only talented, they're fierce, they're confident, they are very sure of where they're gonna go. And we are so excited to be able to empower all these other women who are in the same situation as us. You know, we all have different stories, we all have a different background, and that's what's so great about our group here, is that we are all able to come together and make something happen and create a vision and create just a lifestyle for all of these other women out there that don't have the chance or have never had someone be able to bring them up or show them that it's possible. And that is what I'm excited about, what we are about to do here. Ladies Rising is about all of these other women out there stepping up to the plate, stepping up to their full potential, and rising up to the person that they want to be and reach those goals that they have always wanted to reach, but just getting over it and just going out there and doing it. That's Ladies Rising.